Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're going to be working on the second video of all my thoughts on all the doors entities. So I got under a handful or the other half of first doors entities from the first video. Anyway, I kind of want to do this without further ado. Let's begin with this video. Alright, so this time I'm doing the exact same like I did for the first video of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain what the entity does, and then I'm gonna say my thoughts on what could be changed about it. So anyway, let's begin with the first entity on this list, and that is Snare. So Snare is basically when you walk over it, it pins your foot and it stuns you like for 5 seconds or rush will able to attack you if you're being pinned down onto the ground by Snare. Like, and I really like Snare. Snare's is really good because so you don't have to walk through between door 90 to 99 at the greenhouse with ease. So there's like some challenge on the ground you need to look out for, and that is Snare. And I really like it because it brings a challenge. You have to look all the way around your screen, ups and downs, because the eyes screech and you guessed it, Snare. So it will be really like it's pretty useful in my opinion for it. And what I feel like what could be done about Snare is that I feel like Snare should um basically when you get hit by Snare should poison you, like just like in Minecraft. There's when you get poisoned, you get down to half a heart. But for Snare, I feel like Snare should drag you down like to 10 HP. So you have to actually use the herbivores to heal you, so they actually have a purpose now. So, because most times, like nine times out of 10, people really take damage in the greenhouse because they know Snare quite well. But if they make Snare poison jabs, like the spike's poisonous, then people actually need to like deal with basically with Snare because it'd be a threat. I really hope that'd be like a thing, like an actual feature, because that would be so cool if so, and I would like that so much because really brings onto the challenge of Snare and the greenhouse as well, which I would love for that to happen. But sadly, it's not implemented the game. I'm kind of sad about it, but overall, it's alright, I guess. Anyway, moving on. So the next entity we have on our list, and it's one of my favorites actually, and that is Guiding Light, one of the three architects we're going to be discussing in future videos. Well, this is one of them for this video. So Guiding Light basically tells you where things are after a period of time. It tells you where the key is, it tells you where the lever is, it tells you where the books are, it tells you where the fuses are, it tells you like where everything is. And it's really useful. I love Guiding Light. It's perfect. Like it's a perfect design. Even though it's not designed, but we got this thing of Guiding Light of a door of Guiding Light, which I like. Which I like. It looks so cool, honestly. And I took that from the mines as well, which again, it's really cool. So yeah. But overall, Guiding Light is one of the most useful entities in the game, or not one of the most useful, because besides Jeff and Nuggle, oh no, just Jeff, maybe a Lou as well, but that's mainly for the mines. But but Gunlight is just really useful. It just everything about it is just perfect. So yeah, Gunlight is a bit of a short one. But apart from that, yeah, I really like Gunlight. And let's move on to the next one, which is a Dread. Now, some people hate Dread, because if they're AFK, because if they have to do chores that their parents don't do, that lead, stay away from the game for a bit. When you come back, there dies, and that introduces Dread, because Dread makes it so after a while, he will come to attack, and the further you are into the game, the quicker Dread attack. So, for instance, if you're a door like door 2, and Dread will take like I don't think 10 minutes for it to appear, but when you're in the mines and that's around like door 172, Dread will come way quicker. Like not in 10 minutes, like I don't know, like 3 at the latest. It's just like kind of annoying, like really annoying when they go AFK, but it's also kind of useful. Because what I mean by useful, players don't have to be in AFK in one room and just like survive that run, even if they're good or bad. So I'm kind of glad the Dread is into the game because that kind of makes it pretty good, honestly. But yeah, I don't have any issues with Dread because Dredge is a great character, and his mechanics are really good how it is. So yeah. Anyway, that's it from Dred, to be honest. And there's nothing else I'm change about it, because maybe no, yeah, there's not much things I would like to change about Dred, because Dred's pretty good how it is. Let's move on to the next entity on this list, and that is Hyde. Now, the Hyde uh has a hidden and physical form, and some people say, "Oh no, Hyde only has one form, that's the physical form." But in the old version of Doors, Hyde used to have like you get to see Hyde's eye in the closet, which I really like. But now that's being like updated, so now Hyde has a physical form that's been introduced in the mines. Okay, so why do I like Hyde? Hyde is a very good character. Like, Hyde makes it so people don't have to camp in the closets from ambush, rush, or anything like that. It's just really useful, and I love Hyde's mechanics. So people don't have to, stay there for ages and just, like, pretend nothing's happened. So, yeah. And just like Dread, Hyde gets quicker and quicker the more you go through the run. So, for instance, if you're at a door, let's say 2 again, Hyde will not attack you that quick. But if you're at door 198 in the mines, Hyde will attack really quick. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be very careful of Hyde. But again, I like Hyde's mechanics, they're really good. And they actually have a major use in the game, just like Dread and the next few of these characters as well. And moving on from Hyde, let's talk about Dupe. Now, Dupe, I also really like. Most of these entities I really like, honestly. Like, as you can tell, I say, well, like this, like that, a bunch of times. And just Dupe again. Oh, well. Anyway. So, Dupe. Dupe makes it so there's multiple doors having different numbers on them. And you must remember what door number you came from, and then you must find the right one just to proceed through the game. So I really like that about Hyde. No, not Hyde, sorry, Dupe, because people actually have to go back and remember it, like the doors numbers, which yeah, again I really like because people don't have to go and walk through the hotel in one breeze. They actually need to go look back or actually do behind another door, which is amazing, honestly, because it actually has a challenge, another challenge into the hotel. Yeah, what? But Dude could have its flaws because sometimes it can be one too many, which is alright, but sometimes it can be a bit concerning on the numbers that Dupe makes. Because I saw a video. I'm not gonna put it on the screen. I actually don't have the video, but I remember once. But I saw a video of Dupe having spawning very early in the hotel and causing it to have negative numbers. Like -2, -1, 0, just all that type of stuff. And I just find that really funny. How Dupe can do that. So yeah. But yeah, it's pretty useful. I like Dupe's mechanics a lot. And Dupe's one of the first entities to actually being secretly teased as well, which I also really like about Dupe. But apart from that, that's about it for Dupe, honestly. But there's nothing else I feel like it should be changed for Dupe. Maybe probably a little bit more in the inside parts. I don't know. Maybe the inside parts of Dupe, like when you crucify him, you can actually go inside. This may sound a little bit weird, but you can go inside Dupe, and that it always felt weird to me. Like you can actually basically go inside and walk inside an entity and see it's Rafovskis. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Don't yell at me if I said it wrong, but yeah. Anyway, I feel like that should be changed, and that's about it on Dupe, honestly. So there's nothing much else to talk about Dupe. Alright, so I'm gonna do both of these at the same time. So we got Shadow, and we also got Jack. I know, I love Jack, I love Shadow, both are great characters, but they always have their flaws, especially Shadow. So I'll explain what Jack does first. So Jack, when you encounter him behind the door, which is 1 in 2,000 chance, he will spawn in a blood room, one of the rarest events that will occur indoors. And I like that. I like when that happens because it brings in lore into Jack, which is not much lore anyway, but you can definitely see that from Jack. It's very good, and I love when I see it because it is so cool. I remember I had it in the courtyard, door 50, the first door actually, like in the hotel, and a few other spots. I remember once I had it like just before the dam. It's pretty cool in the mines. But anyway, I like Jack's design. It's pretty good, as well as its mechanics too. How he can jump scare you after time. All right, so now for Shadow. God, I'm not a fan of Shadow because Shadow's like one of my least favorite entities. I do not like Shadow because many reasons. Starting off with, Shadow does not have a badge. I think that's the only entity in the game that does not have a badge when you encounter it. Like Jack does, which is surprising. Well, when I first encountered Jack, um, like every other entity has an achievement by encountering it. Besides Snare, of course, it's, Snare's there. But yeah, Jack, no, not Jack, sorry. Shadow's the only entity in the game that does not have an achievement by encountering it. Which I feel like it does, because Shadow is very rare to see, because I rarely see Shadow. I see a Bloodrum Jack more times I see Shadow, which is really surprising. But I feel like Shadow should get an achievement by encountering it. Because why should Jack have one and not Shadow? Like, that makes no sense. Like, Jack is a very rare, like an extremely rare entity. So is Shadow. So I feel like it's only fitting if Shadow will also get attention from it as well. But it's whatever, I guess, because that'd be so cool if that happens. Plus, a redesign of Shadow, because if you didn't know, Jack got a redesign and he looks much more cleaner. But Shadow is just Shadow, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I feel like Shadow should definitely get a whole redesign. Like, it's just Shadow. I feel like it must be a bit cleaner, just like Jack. But it's it's just that, I guess. That's my complaints about Shadow. Maybe Shadow be a little bit more common as well, in my opinion. That's what I feel like. Apart from that, that's all I got to say with Jack and Shadow. And let's move on to the next entity on this list, which is Halt. And Halt makes it so that he basically does left and right. So every so often, Halt would have to turn around, which is really good because I like that for the entity because that's like one of the very few entities that tells you on what to do. Like a few others, like A19 Seek and Figure 2, but for Halt, it, he tells you if you need to turn around or not, which I really like from the entity, especially with the floor 2 Halt, because there's now like one or three pathways to much guess. Well, not guess, we'll look for and see which one's the right one, uh, so we can cross. Cause some may be barricaded with some stuff, or like some may be broken. It's just type of stuff, And I really wish the whole would again be a bit more cleaner, I guess. And the design's great how it is, like because my favorite colors are blue, and Hull is the only character that is blue, as well as Light actually. So yeah, that's why I'm a little bit biased, but I love Hull because uh you know it's blue. Anyway, what is that? I think that's it. And maybe a Hulk can be a little bit more challenging as well. That's what I think. Like maybe a Hulk can cover your screen for a bit right before or after he tells you to turn around or not. Just a little more touch to the entity itself. Apart from that, that's about it for Halt. Anyway, let's work on the final entity for this video, and that is Timothy. And oh my god. You do not know how much that I swore so loud that, oh god, yeah, you do not know how many times I swore so loud, louder than I anticipated for me. I swear because of how many times I got jump scared by Timothy. Sometimes it'd be good jump scares, and sometimes it's very bad jump scares. I'm telling you, Timothy scares me. He's like one of the scariest entities because you do not know when he's coming out of a drawer. Like, oh my god. Timothy, I hate Timothy so much. Because you just do not know when he's coming, man. That's all I'm saying. but I'm gonna talk about him in this video, you know. Oh, jeez, but just realized. Um, anyway, I feel like just like I mentioned Snare at the very beginning of the video, and how Snare's spikes be poisonous. Well, I feel like there should be a poisonous spider in the hotel. That's what I think. Like, I feel like in every 1 in 10 Timothy's, like every 1 in 10 Timothy's, there should be a poisonous one, and that one drains your health quicker than Snare. So, for instance, I was, if I got my 10th Timothy out of a drawer, and that Timothy was a poisonous one, I would I would need to quickly get some stuff just to heal up because we more poison, more vitamins, and it'll. I think it causes nausea. I think for venomous, I don't know, but I believe it causes nausea. So I feel like that should happen, and if you don't treat it in a certain amount of time, you will die. Which I really hope. Oh God, I'm gonna regret saying this, but I really hope that gets implemented into the game because that would be really cool, and that'd be a big buff for Timothy as well, because Timothy had not been updated in ages, man. So that's what I think, and I feel like the poison spider should be like a different color to the regular Timothy, like black and red rather than I feel like Timothy is green and black. I think I don't know. That's what. Maybe it's just lighting because of it, but maybe like each Timothy, like the poisonous, like the venomous one, and the non-venomous one should have different colors. Like for the venomous one, it should be red and black, and Timothy should have green and red. No, it should be green and black. That's what I think. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video of me explain. God, what am I saying? I hope you guys enjoyed that video of me explaining my thoughts on the uh on the other half of the hotel entities. Like this one was a fun one to make, and our next one will be the rooms entities. So stay tuned for that one, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. And without further ado, it's time for me to go. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.